Dear Selection Committee, my name is Andrea Renteria, and with this video I am applying to be a youth ambassador at COP26. I am 23 years old and I studied international relations at the University of Guadalajara. Currently, I work at Sin Planeta B, where I collaborate with an initiative to reform the general law of education to include environmental and climate change subjects. This initiative was introduced last year by Senator Clemente Castañeda, and we are now working hand in hand with the German Agency for International Cooperation to complement this initiative by holding regional forums with the participation of the educational community, civil society, and specialized academia. Although I have lived in the city all of my life, my roots are in the fields. My grandmothers taught me the importance of taking care of the land, and even though they never talked about climate justice or gender equality, they helped me build a systemic vision of climate change. This has allowed me to understand that the current climate crisis is a matter of human rights, and that it cannot be solved without thinking about everyone, everywhere, every single time. I believe that the most pressing issue regarding climate change in Mexico is water, because life depends on it and we're already facing a crisis. I experienced this firsthand on spring because my city had water shortages for months. Even amidst the pandemic, the greatest health crisis the world has experienced in more than a century, thousands of people were left without water, thus compromising their health. The water issue is a case that reflects the prevailing need to combat climate change with respect to human rights and gender equality. Within these communities, women were once again vulnerated because of their specific hygiene needs and their traditional gender role as housekeepers. For months, thousands of people saw their rights compromised by the lack of this vital liquid. However, industrial production never stopped. The administration preferred to harm citizens rather than large capitals, and marginalized communities were the most affected. This goes to show that although climate change is a global problem, it affects people in different ways. My participation at COP26 would seek to put human rights at the center of the discussion, recognize differentiated vulnerabilities, and reach agreements that benefit everyone, everywhere, every time. Being selected as a youth ambassador would be the greatest milestone in my career so far. I am committed to use all my knowledge and abilities to represent our country in a just and dignified way, and to help ensure that the agreements of this conference defend the people in most vulnerable situations. Thank you for considering me.